is a wonder. You're not believing. We told Joshua for what? You're not footballer.
Yeah.
A football developed country. A football bring medicine in the head.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen to because she's from Harvard University.
Yeah.
What would the book do for you? No passion for development. Then we move Joshua, we put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just me.
Connections there, you not get it.
No connection.
Yeah. Just say that doma all kind of things that just happen here. You know, I'm sure no he no tea.
When he was 12 years older Ellen. Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in the garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
He does not have that contact. The Senate got a trap for Boyka.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Boyka to where. And said the way forward is a Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he's now where he's just taking all kind of way, Boyka, all kind of thing. He want to go after people. Then, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went, some kind of thing they did, Bagati thing, they did a resolution that passed because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened. Wow! All that they almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me.
Oh.
Then when I heard what was happening, it was remain 2% to sign. That was me, that was Bani, Jim Bani. But when I went to Kun, I said, what is going on? You were here when we had sent paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we sent the report with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Boyka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with Ellen.
You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving as Barbara for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of woman, then he wants to persecute us. He doesn't want to persecute us. So what is going on with Kun? Then Kun said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Your partner said, go look for lawyer. It was from Kun offered, my own son offered that I went and signed a resolution. I asked many senators why y'all did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So signing the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Boyka send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said correct move.
Yeah. When we were there, the Boyka, we used to go to him, even fee Boyka because of his title. Make him comfortable because of a title. But you see what he's doing? He got a lot of gangsters around here and thinking that Liberia is afraid of gangsters. It's a lie.
But you should be concerned as well. Why it is true that you're in opposition, you should be concerned. You also have a responsibility to maintain the peace of the country. Though the burden has shifted on the government to maintain the peace.
I've always kept the peace of the Republic of Liberia.
Okay.
During Ellen time, I've kept the peace. During President Dota, I kept the peace. Amos Sawyer time, I kept the peace. Charles Taylor time, I kept the peace. I have never broken anything in this country. I work for peace in our country, and I'm on record. Even the United Nations know that I work for peace. So I'm not trying to break the peace. What I'm telling you that Those people that say they came to rescue us, they are breaking the laws of the republic, and it is wrong. If you can't see it, AB, it is wrong. It is wrong. Because in the government that I serve, training position was respected. Today, you can say that you're taking the person off because he associated with somebody. No, but you see, we are different. The respect I have for Ellen Johnson, I kept that respect. And the respect I kept for her, to respect the laws of the republic. I even work with Ellen Johnson as a peace ambassador. I don't have a issue of keeping the peace of the country. Of course, we are peaceful. But we will not allow people to break our laws and then intimidate people and we just sit. That would never happen. You know, we in opposition, Ellen Johnson, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, let me give her the respect because that's somebody that I respect so much. She did some things that we disagree and we went to her and spoke to her. By the rule of law, you know, we have the right to protest and we protest, we went to Ellen and she understood that. She came on the table and we talked.
I have received today news of the evictions and destructions of our party headquarters. Unfortunate and regrettable as this is. I wish to encourage all Liberians, especially our supporters and sympathizers, to stay calm, remain law-abiding, and respect due process in the interest of our democracy, the rule of law, and the peaceful coexistence among all Liberians, irrespective of party, social, ethnic, or tribal affiliations. Fellow Liberians, fellow partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change, today we witness yet another testament of the Unity Party government gross disregard for the rule of law. Emboldened by impunity, they continue to abuse power, testing our nation's fragile peace and democracy. Their list of violations grows daily, from police brutality against ordinary citizens to outright disregard of court orders. We must, however, take the high road. In the interest of peaceful coexistence, I urge everyone to remain calm, law-abiding, and respectful of due process, despite this partisan political mischiefs from the Unity Party government. In the legal battle over the ownership of the CDC headquarters, our party has always followed the rule of law and openly stated its willingness to abide by the court final ruling, regardless of the outcome. Yet, before the battle was fully exhausted, the trigger-happy partisans leadership of the police force, with direct instruction from Waka himself, spurred into actions. There was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill their very wish Waka has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants. While executing this criminal act, they made the cheers of their partisans. They failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Posterity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this sooner rather than later. Thanks to your unwavering commitment, determination, and resilience, fellow citizens, coalitions, well-wishers, and sympathizers. Fellow partisans, do not be despaired. While we admit these are difficult times, our party has faced worse situations even from the very same actors we see today, and we have emerged stronger. We shall prevail. The UP leadership under Bwaka are destroyed, but we are builders. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people. In my journey to heights I have achieved, I have seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with a spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortune. Remember the unity, strength, and identity of our party and coalition are not found in bricks and mortar. They live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teaming supporters. Therefore, I call on every member of the party, our sympathizers, to mobilize and focus our energies on constructing our next premises. I must be clear, resist the temptation to take the law into your own hands. However disappointed we are by this outcome, I call on each of you to continue respecting the law and due process. Fellow partisans, well-wishers, and sympathizers, I am optimistic about the political future of our party. Together we will build a better homeland for our party. So help me God. God bless Liberia.
We have seen a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. But citizens, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Pinsville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Buaka administration. And that institution is the Mate Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes, and it will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponent, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. A belief we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is still ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
Thank you. So, again, Honorable Chairman, great. I want to say thank you to you, Liberia, who came out today. I want to say thank you to our motorcyclists, to our tricyclists. We want to say thank you. Thank you that you stood with us. You defeated all of the lies. And let me say this to you, Mr. President. We promise that until you receive our petition, we will not present our petition to any criminal. We are aware that Richard 2 is a rule, and we will not present our petition to him. To you, Mr. President, your people collected over 14 million for 4 Morobo people. That is the highest level of evil I have ever seen in my entire life. You promised to provide job for our motorcyclists. You took away the only means of landing you. You beat them, you killed them. You have arrested over 10,000 motorcyclists. You are banging at different police stations and schools and temples. We are here to challenge you. Your mess rule is enough is enough. We are come to say enough is enough. We the motorcycle are come to say enough is enough. Amanda, thank you so much. Mr. Chairman, I want to say thank you. Thank you. brother so much.
Give it on the brother attention, please.
Hey, people struggle. Hey. Whoa, Joseph brother, whoa. Boo, Joseph brother, boo. Boo, Joseph brother, boo. Thank you very much. You want to put our hands together for yourself, please? Thank you. We want to say thank you very much for showing up to the young people across the 17 electoral districts of Massachusetts County. We want to speak to you, to our young women and girls. One man who happens to be the Minister of Internal Affairs, he raped a lady. Today he's still the Minister of Internal Affairs. Process humanly has not been investigated. Joseph Parker came here. He lied to us that you'll get multitude of jobs. Young people graduating from university, no job. No program for young people. Want to say to you, we are hustling today and we are come here. We are come here like the children said, the petition for Joseph Parker. If Joseph Parker does not show up, we will not present our petition to anybody. And we are emphatic about it. I want to say to you, the young people of the youth league, congratulations on your enough people. Thank you to all of our mothers and sisters who are there in the room to be here today, so the voices can be heard. We stay here to say we are fed up with the disrespect and insanity and keep screaming and shouting. We are going to raise up the voices and be the our children. Hundreds of black kids are taking our mission agenda and none are resolved. And the government are working for free simply because of violent connections. Our section around our mission and agency. But today we have gathered to say enough is enough. Our mothers who are in the market today are facing serious economic machine. Because we own a U.S. rate for $100. So today, Mr. President, the women of the Republic elected you, and the women of the Republic have come to tell you who is the president. And we cannot leave us. And we cannot leave us. You must leave. And remember to say, and we cannot leave us. You must leave. Thank you for all the fighting blessings. We thank you for your hard work, and we say thank you. reason we are here for? Can I important reason we are here for? You also remember the
What's up to all of you, wherever you are? It's great joining us tonight, right here on this very day, and we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are right here beaming with life and that of good health, and no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. My name is Cyprian God Sent. We are right here with you tonight with 26 minutes past 8. Too much of time so that we start talking, and it is very much important for all of us. And let me say thanks to all of you. And again, we are here together to do what we can. My mom just joined in, and yes, Sharif, how you guys doing? Matilda Stevens, our class prefects, and the rest of the other folks, and Georges Jacobs Yapa, and I also don't Paul S. Jasper. And how's everything? And he says he's somewhere there in Silver Spring, Maryland, the United States of America. And Douglas Bailey as well joining from Phoenix, Arizona, the United States of America. And a state I'm very familiar with. And of course, it has the climate as compared to similar as Liberia. And when you are there, you think you are somewhere in Africa. And Shadrach and Zoya is telling me something. Maybe you celebrating Green Day with UP, certainly. All right, so we are here together and working together for the good of our country. And no matter what the circumstances are, we are certainly getting there. And I really appreciate all of you, good or bad, especially for those of you who are against us. Yeah, we appreciate you for following us, but of course, painfully expressing yourself against us. We really, really think that we can all entertain one another. It's just that we'll not try to condone insults here, and that's when we block you. But whichever way you want to go, you can go that way. You can disagree with us on what we say. You can say it the way you say it, because things that we say we know may not be pleasing to you. So you don't have to say things that are also pleasing to us, but again, put it in a way that we all can understand, right? So we are here together on this very day. Grateful to the Almighty God that we are here. And I always mention God about 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 15 times on the show before I even kick off. I mean every word I say about God. I trust that it is God that carry me through. If some of you don't believe it and you think, no, I don't use the name of God in vain. Especially every time I sit here, I know it's God. So we are here. Nina, what's up? I'm waiting on your instruction. Please try to send message somewhere when you get, I'm gonna sister there. So you know Liberia, how Liberia looks like now. You got to operate in good faith. It is your manager here. How's everything? I hope you're doing so great. Hard-working lady. All right, we are here together, and I'm grateful to the Almighty God that we are here doing what we can for our country. Tough times are unfolding on a daily basis, and let us keep each other in prayers. And I think we have to work together to pray. And God did not promise us that it will be easy. But God knows and has assured us that when the tougher time comes, his chosen ones will always have a way. They will always manage their way through. God has a way of doing that. There will be tough times. There may be calamities. But God had his chosen ones that he has marked out of them their houses like he did to the Israelites. He marked it and said, all those whose houses are marked are going to be passed over by the plague. Though they were existent and the calamity did stop, but every one of them that God chosen ones were left alone. And that's how it works. No one told you there will not be hunger in this country. Poverty says, you know, you laughing. Poverty says, new student. Okay, thank you. In a class here, don't do bad thing to a teacher, and don't tell teacher any negative thing here. Oh, you can tell him something negative, but let it be factual or maybe whichever way, but don't cause. I had a class. I was still laughing. You know the code. You get perform. You better perform. Hiya. I am manager here, so let me tell you now. Declaring it to the whole class. Are you your manager? Hiya. All right, so that's it. Right here on this very day. And we are grateful to the Almighty God that we are here together to do what we can for our country, no matter. And George said that you love my lemon green shirt. You know the army tab there, all of the lemon tab there. They want you to lemon tab, but which one of the tab there? You know the army tab there on here, so. Now the military people they agree on inside, so now the military, now the army tab there, the lemon green tab, now you guys been looking. The army people tap there, inside your okay, any kind of way you call it, but I agree. It's not gonna agree. But now the Unity Party type of green. I one thing you will not find on me, the Unity Party type of green. You will not find it. Now the military people, you know. And the military people type of green. GTA, what's up? That's everything. We are grateful to the Almighty God. Yeah, and we are certainly getting there. And with God, all things are possible. Some days I just, carry this feeling of being grateful to the Almighty God and thanking Him so much. And I think with God, all things are possible. And I always like to praise and I thank God so much for everything that He had been doing and continues to do, not had been, but continues to do for us. And we are forever grateful. Tonight is going to be quite a firing one again. And we are going to work together to make sure that our firing one is more informative so that you get it. You get the facts, which we had always offered you. There's nothing different that we offer you here. We always offer you the facts, right? And we think with God, all things are possible. I just believe it. And I know you too can also believe it too. And I'm very grateful. So let's have a brief moment. Two things we're going to be talking about tonight exclusively. Exclusively. There's a latest developments and everything involves the state security. Everything involves the national police. Everything involves the justice ministry. The gender ministry has just joined in. So that is what it is. So tonight's topics are just going to be intertwined, and it all speaks to the conduct, the level of unprofessionalism, the level of biasness, and the level of lack of rule of law in this country anymore. We think for sure we are here together to just unearth all of those. And you're going to really enjoy it. You had always enjoyed everything, and you're going to enjoy it tonight again. Yeah, it's very much good that we get there. So, a lot of things. I wanted to share with you something which is more funny, but I will leave that for now because we've gone more time already. So I would like to give you ample time to call in tonight after I've laid the basis. And you have ample time to call in tonight. Tonight is Wednesday. It's the midweek edition of the show, and so we are grateful that we are here together tonight. So let me try to tell you, not even try, but I'm telling you that God Almighty is very wonderful. Once there is a man to pray, there is a God to answer. And God didn't bring us this far to leave us, no. So I love this one there from Sarah B from South Africa, and he says this one though is in their own Swahili something, but again, I love this one. So I would just like to open with this and then try to recite some of the lyrics, the interesting ones to me. And we are here tonight, right here. So let me just share it with you. I love music, people. Music is the revival of the soul. I love it. Listen well. I love it. Oh yeah. You guys are great. Like Liberians are great as well. Papa God. I love music. JMB is working. I like you people. I love you people. I will always pray that you people are great people. With God, all things are possible. Put away your worry, your hunger. God will try to fill your soul. And I love you people. As I always said, I love you. Interacting with you. It's so refreshing. Yeah. It revives my soul on a daily basis. Even when I'm sick bed, I'm talking to you, I'm here. You listen to that part he just said, when there is a man. I will say that when I will sing along. So please join me, let's sing it. When there is a man to pray, there is a God to ransom. You didn't bring me this far to leave me if there is a man to pray, there is a God to answer. You did not bring me this far to leave me. That's what I trust so much. I like you people. Because if there is a man to pray, there is a God to answer. He promised that he didn't bring me this far. The man to pray. There is the man to answer. You didn't bring me this far to leave me. I think God will leave me. God didn't bring our country this far to make a judge. We have to open our eyes to development and then leave us. Know his word work. It may come tough, it may come difficult, it may come with hunger, it may come with pain, frustration. But remember, God didn't bring you this far. When there is a man to pray, there is a God. Remember, there is a God to answer. He didn't bring you this far to leave you. To leave me. That's not what he does. So he's not going to leave you people. Just for the time being. To pray. There is the God to answer. He didn't bring you this far to leave me. Yeah, really is hearing your cry. But God didn't bring you this far to leave you. You remember. So to my friend and brother Black Lion, I'm very grateful to have you on always. Following my brother. God did not bring us this far to leave us. The present worship time is working. God is wonderful. Every time you leave, go and pray. God did not bring you this far to leave you. There is a man to pray, there is a God to answer. Oh yeah, folks, we're here together, people. I love it. The music is sweet. It is. Talking is sweet. I love you, people. We're going to work it out. Alright, so let me say thanks to all of you. We can go off now. And of course, that's just a little praise and worship section to put you in the mood and knowing that there is a God. And once you are prayerful, and you are prayerful, I really appreciate you people. Yeah, God is not going to leave us, people. God did not bring you this far in our body politics to leave you. All he's on now is to transition you. But he must make you to experience what you will miss whenever you don't appreciate. That's what God is doing. God did not bring you this far to leave you. Once there is a man to pray, there must be a God to answer. All right, so we are here together and we are grateful. How you doing, people? How you all doing? I hope you're doing so great. And we are working together for the good of our country. And we think with God, all things are possible. And some of us, and we believe in God, that there is a God. And we are very grateful to the Almighty God always. And I'm very, very grateful always, especially interacting with you. And as we interact together, because when you say, hey, you won't listen to you, can be feeling bad. I must say, when I talk to you too, I can be feeling bad too. So that mutual feelings we share. So when we don't talk to each other or hear me, if you don't hear me, you feel bad. You feel unfulfilled. I must say, when I talk to you, the same thing too. So that's why you see I can be rushing and making my way. But again, we are here together to do what we can for our country. And I will work together for the good of this all-important country. God brought us to this time. He didn't bring us here to leave us. No, he's not going to leave us. All right. So a lot of things happened in Liberia today. Today was the Unity Party something day, but I didn't see much of their celebrations surrounding the launch of their revolution. Today was the day they launched the revolution to rape. They launched the revolution to drug people. They launched the revolution to steal. They launched the revolution to lie. So today is quite a terrible day. Very good. So you can sense it clearly that they've got nothing to celebrate because there is nothing there to celebrate. Everything is about shame, disgrace, humiliation. I can't see them flying around from office to office with that lady again. They used to call Bogart that baby. I can't see them flying around with her again. Because she herself, if she has really grandchildren who really thinking about it, tells them, Mama, lead a poor government thing. They shouldn't use you. Things that haven't been so bad. You don't want for tomorrow. So I think some of them, if they love her, they don't let our man see them that were proud, man. They know they were proud of their government. They could say anything and people could see it. But Bogada baby, she was saying things that just run contrary. So she was just damaging herself. And you don't want to bury yourself along with Joseph Boakai. You don't want to do that. I saw many of you, many people will be buried along with Joseph Boakai politically. They will lose their relevance. In fact, some of them have already expired. You know what it takes for a goose to be tasteless before the expiration date? Something you produce. Something you produce. You say that thing is going to expire maybe in 3 months. But we don't even reach 3 months, yes, the thing already is tasteless. That means it doesn't even have to reach the expiration date, but it's tasteless. That's how the Unity Party looks like. They were produced. And it was thought that it's supposed to last for 6 years. We haven't gone anywhere yet. They are tasteless. So that goose, all people will be thinking about is, and oh, you say someone is promoting their business here, then I'm going blocking that person because you have to pay for this, man. Our platform is not used for that. The Ghanaian, the rogues, and they can just be doing all kinds of things. Let me block this person. You don't have to commercialize our platform for no reason. What's more, you are just indisciplined. Yeah, so you don't have to commercialize our platform like that. So you bring your thing and you're hiking something and you want to do it, it doesn't work for us. Yeah, so, and this is it. Yeah. So most often you'll see some of these things happening. And I always ask you people, and sometimes post it out to you to ask you the question, which one of the days in Boakai administration that has passed with nothing strange and terrible happening? They have never had any better day. Every day that counts, something got to happen. Terrible. It takes away. So they're supposed to last. For 6 years, they are already tasteless. So they now got to go back to the manufacturers or the kind of goods you take it off the market, then you carry it back. Because the level of time the goods supposed to last for, even what it goes. So you carry it back to the factory for them to, that's what it is. You carry it back to the factory, you take it off the market. So you take the goods off the market. Because we haven't even reached, if the thing's supposed to last for maybe 6 months, we haven't even gone 2 months yet. And the thing already is tasteless. He said, but the thing here, what they call now, let's take it off the market. The how Unity Party looks like now. So their green day they had today, the 17th, it was just day or reflecting on how some people went in poo-poo water. They drank poo-poo water, pee-pee water, they drank it all over the place, and today they are suffering. You saw women in the streets. On this day, the video images are not too pleasing. And that's terrible. Of a government in power for 2 years. Every president coming to assume leadership, you gave yourself 90 days or first 100 days. Let's look at the first 100 days. 100 days. 100 days. That's what you gave yourself. You yourself will determine by yourself and say the 100 days that they want to give myself for what I would do. You know what the people say? They want to give it to myself. This is what once you can fail against yourself, what more? You finish failing the Liberian people because the first 100 days that the promise that you made by yourself, you look within yourself. You say that a day here I will take, and then this is what I will be able to do. So even if that 3 things you will name in 100 days, you must be able to execute it. Because that's what you say you are able to. That one, nobody can force it on you. Because we know that we get all the plenty problems. All the world, or the country you are going to inherit, or the country you are going to preside over has plenty of problems. So politically, it's always upright. So that if you will be able to perform and fulfill something, we leave that one where you say, okay, since you say you're coming to be president, look among all the plenty of problems that the Liberian people have, or the plenty of current problem that America has. In the first 100 days, what will you do? So you will now make your own choice. It is that choice on which we will trust whether you can deliver on promises. Because we look at all the things and we say, oh yeah, and the campaign thing there. You look at it, you say, oh, I will do that one, plenty. So now that you are coming, we say, in the first 100 days, tell us which one of the plenty promises that you have made. The one day you said you can look at and say the one I will be able to do. They get that one to you that the 100 days window that is open for anything. Once you cannot fulfill anything in the first 100 days, you cannot meet up with any promise anymore. Except there are conditions that stop it, such as unnatural occurrences or force majeure. Then you say, oh yes, certain thing happened that I never fulfill. But 100 days under Joseph Boakai administration, nothing terrible happened to stop him from executing it. He did not execute anything he ever promised in the first 100 days. What more can you want to fulfill to the Liberian people? Nothing. So that people don't trust you, that you're going to even fulfill the rest of it. How many 100 days have now gone into this? We went 365 days, 1 year. 300 days went inside. We are going another 365 days. 600 days going inside. And only nothing much he able to do. So you see where we are getting now as a people? You know how many 100 days now go inside? And Boaka is still on. We are project. We are vision. We are dreams. We are hopes and aspirations. So all the essence of the change. When the very thing CDC work campaigning on at the same thing, then you stay running with. You haven't implemented anything of your own that you campaign on. Everything else that's happening now is CDC. All those things are CDC things. There's nothing. Somehow the essence of the change, because there's nothing strange you brought. But you see, the reason we are enlightening these Liberian people, our Liberian people, to know these things is because we know exactly that this is a teaching moment. And that's what I played a song, and which is very much good, that when there is a man to pray, there is a God to answer. God did not bring you that far to leave you. So all you can do now is to pray that you remain strong in the wake of these calamities. I'm not saying pray against calamity, because it will come. Whether you like it or not, it will come. You are only praying. Your prayer point should be, let me tell you now, some of you don't even know what it is to be praying for. Let me tell you what to be praying for. I didn't tell you, say, pray that calamity should not come. Calamity will come, because the people who brought it, they are here. There is nothing that will change it. It will happen. The only thing you can pray for now is, God, when the calamity shall come, please, God, forgive us. Some of us were not part of it. May it pass over us. That thing you should be talking. That even when hunger comes, even if there's someone to kill people, Lord, let it not kill us. Though it may can instruct us, but let it not kill us. That the kind of way you're supposed to pray. So you got to learn how to talk to God, so that you don't even make God vex. Because we are talking about calamity will come. You see the thing happening already. Instead of you praying to God and say, God, a calamity that coming, please try to help me. Right? Please try to help me. You're not thinking about that. In the wake of the calamity, that's what you should do. It's not about praying that it will not come. No, it is coming. It will come. In fact, it is here. I mean, it is coming. It will come. No, that will. But it is here. And you are swimming in it every day. And that's just it. There's nothing else you can do about it, because the variables are clear. They think about politics. They want propaganda. That thing that we can see and tell you, say that they want happening. The calamity. They want a calamity. They want a calamity. The other thing is a calamity. That's how we've been dealing with it. So we have been dealing with all of these things. The reason we come on the show to come talk to you is to enlighten you and tell you about events of the day. Things that you know about, but how are they happening? And what you should look out for from in what happening. That's what we come here for. That's why you see they don't like us. Why we should open your eyes? We should leave you dumbfounded like they are doing, and then support them, join them. So we should leave what we are doing and then join them. And when we join them, they will heal us. When we join them, they will heal us. That's how terrible they are. They want us to join them in doing bad. When we join them, the bad went on now, then they will heal us. They will say, be that good journalist, that big journalist. You want to be journalist, they all put them veteran journalists of our time. Then the other people start calling me too, nonsense journalists, foolish guy. So which way I will go now to not get cost? Which way I will go to not get cost? So let me just stay on my good side. Whether you stay on good side, it will cost you. You go on bad side, you will get cost. So it better I stay on the place that I believe that is the good side. Let me just receive the cost. Whichever way I go, if that thing I costing a scale, that one I lie. That lie. Because that the good side. What did Jesus Christ did to these people before they started beating? What did really bad that he did? The only thing I saw him doing was to grab switch and flog people. For commercializing his father place, that the only place that switch that he used to chase them out, I think that the only place in God very bad way. Even a woman that was doing nothing there to him, he tell him, say, you don't get vexed. He told Peter, say, we're not come here to come for you, don't get vexed. But when he came to a father house that they play in God very bad way, he dealt with issues there. And the only time I can record. Maybe there are other instances of whatever other pastors them have done their research and they know about it, but that's the only one I know about so far. So what the issue there? So we say I'm gonna go that will not get caused. If that causing business as now, the only reason that you think that I am able to change for is maybe for my belly. It not because I will not get cost. No. Let me just say I want to go live for only me and my family. Let it like grandpa told I think they want to the way Costa them behaving. The Costa then way of behaving. That I kind of thing now I'm put in my head now say that like grandpa are coming to die. But let me just go look for my little hustle for me and my family. That the only reason that will carry me. And I'm not going because I think people causing me. Because forget it, whether you go anywhere, they will cost you. Any side you go on, they will cost you. You go on the good side, cost. You go on the bad side, cost. Jesus Christ went on good side, live on good side. They grab him, they beat him, they torture him. They did all kinds of things. They put in there, flat, 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 all your hand. So which side you ready go on now? To go where? To these people? To go do what? To go damage myself, I receive cost on top of it. Then, of course, that the bad side already, then I sin again and committing against it. Oh, no, I can't take that double one there. No, no, no. Let me remain on the good side and get a cost. No problem. At least I take it. I take that other one there. Because which side you go, you get cost. So which side I'm going to make you remain on the good side and get a cost. Instead of me going on the bad side to get cost. No. I can't do that one. That one a double trouble. I can't take that one there. Let me take single trouble. Single trouble is I'm on good side. And I'm being insulted for being on the right side of history. I appreciate that one there. I will tell you, thank you, sir, for causing me. I salute you, sir, for causing me. That's just me. You'll learn that. That is very important. Some of us you're following today, there are tests of times that we are passing through. It is not easy. Yeah, it's not easy. I remember we're in one of the group chats, and a guy who had never ever been, in fact, I think he worked under the CDC. I don't want to call his name because they will know that whatever it is. That guy now, as we speak, the man is posting out a Google thing, how GMB doing well, blah, 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 because they've been threatening him at the ministry. And the only way he got to be secured and get his job is he must let the 666. He must join the Illuminati. The mark of the beast. You see what the Bible talk about the mark of the beast? 666. Some of you look at it and say, oh, that ain't what they call the horn. Look, when they said the beast with the horn on the head, that JMB the beast with the horn on the head. When they say 666, you can only survive if you get mark of the beast, that the unity party. If you don't get a unity party mark on you or make your position clear, if you not get a unity party mark on you or make your position clear, you will not get a job. Your family will not eat. So you see, some of our brothers are even going on Facebook now. When they finish posting, you call them and say, my man, why are you doing that kind of thing? Say, my man, they may threatening me to my place that they want moving from job. My family then coming, what they call. So what do you want me to do? I just got to join them. The people say we must express, they come up to determine to show our side. We can be a what they call. You know how many times? There is nobody who has left the CDC and have left better. They must say nasty thing about the CDC. That's how says and the mark of the beast according to the Bible. You must identify yourself. You must show yourself up that you are with the devil, that the only way you will survive. Why you think people like Sir Joseph that they are coming and causing people? Our brother then who be lawmaker then in district say they coming on the cause judge we are today. Because that's the only way you will survive. If you don't do it, you will not live. That's the problem. So some of us we choose not to go there now. So we are preparing ourselves. We're not here to come do the say thing. Why we coming to can't go join? We can't go join, then we'll get ready, we'll cause judge we are. For no reason. For terrible things, for no reason. But that's it. And those are the issues. So some of us, we never grew up that way. God brought us to the tough times. Your check George Weah record. George Weah was born in a house of teaspoon. George Weah pa living up Crown Hill. Real rich papa. George Weah was born in a house with teaspoon in his mouth. When his father decided to put his mother outside, the how his mother decided to give him to his grandma, the how he went to Gibraltar. That was God's own way of saying, look, I will treat you like the way I did Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ was born. Where Jesus Christ came from? I will do these things. You know, there are certain people who are special, but if you don't look at their lifestyle and see how God used them, you will not get to identify what made a person great, right? What did Jesus Christ do? Listen to me. I'm not saying George Weah is Jesus Christ, but listen to this analogy. Jesus Christ is born of a father, teaspoon in his mouth. But for him to come and fulfill what ought to be, God passing through Paul Joseph. And look at the place Jesus Christ was born. Among animals. Look at her parents. So George, we are left from rich father, born of a rich father. Look, that rich man brought in a George, we are man. But God said for you to be great, things will happen. Your father will throw your mom out. Your mom will take you to your grandma. And you will go through the streets. Go and sell to feed your grandma. You know why it takes grandmothers? They are not people who have powers. They only want to take care of grandchildren. But most of them, they now have the power, the financial capacity to deliver. So it got to be some of the children who will go in the streets, look for food to bring it for their grandmother. That is the era God descended George Weah from the throne of riches, taking from Crown Hill. Not that Crown Hill. You think who they used to stay that the Crown Hill that you see right here? Who they used to stay that? Not rich people. That they played that man were born. They took him for that chunking straight to Gibraltar. From Gibraltar, started to go and sell, bring it, give it to your grandma, go out and sell and bring it. That's how God way. That was God's own way of transforming him into what he wants to make him to be the greatest person of all time. I'm just trying to say these things because you don't have to hear these things, but some of us will say it so that you get to know where we are getting as a people. Yeah, you're learning. These things are you're telling you the how it been happening. So the how God is. So some of us we believe that it will not come easy. It will come tough. God brought us. George, we are opening our eyes. We are back to appreciate George we are. Then he will bring George we are back now. So that little thing George we are will be doing is say, Baba, we'll tell you thank you. We appreciate you. Yeah. So you see, with God, all things are possible. Yeah. So you must be able to understand all of these things. That's how it works. But again, I just intend to bring all of these things so that you will know, you feel that, with God, all things are possible. And God has his own way of transforming people. We may be going through tough times now, but that could be God's own way. That's how it works. You may be appearing hungry, but that's God's own way. He did it with Weah. Weah went from teaspoon to what kind of thing? What kind of spoon are you want to go to mouth thing, right? Yeah. So that's it. And of course, James Tamar Vani, yeah, of course, he said even Joseph's story. Yeah, Jacob, his father, was very rich. Yeah, and of course, very rich. But God brought him and carried him through. That's how God works. Yeah. So that's why it is. So we just wanted to share that with you. That no matter what it is, God is there. If there is a man to pray, there's a God to answer. And he didn't bring you this far to leave you. So your God is story now, right? Yeah, that's good. So let's go into why we are here, which is very much important. Number one, last night, remember the prosecuting team had asked and challenged the pieces of evidence in the arson case and said the form and manner in which those pieces of evidence were gathered is not admissible, which is according to the criminal procedure law. Those are procedures. So the court granted that and said, okay, say you said these people were tortured, and we want to know whether torture was used to gather some of the evidence that they think they may likely be bringing before us here. We'll grant that. Let us be able to examine as to whether these people were tortured. So JFK is the renowned hospital, public hospital. But in terms of justice and fair play, and owing to how the government have been proceeding over the period, manipulating every system in this country, the defense counsel decided to say, look, we'll be able to take that to a private independent hospital that will be of no, influence, negative influence, because they have their reputation to keep in tight. All the government institutions now, people, they get their job to keep in tight instead of their reputation. So as a result, one minister can walk to one doctor right here and tell him, say, change the whole report, and around, change it. Change the whole report around for the protection of their job. Not repetition to keep. Not ethics. They leave all of that because their job is at stake. Like the entire police force, the leadership, they don't have any repetition in the police now. The police repetition is ruined. And I think if care is not taken for the next 4 years or so forth, I think we'll have to call for the whole changing of this whole police force and reviving everything in it. And let's start getting testimonies of certain officers who were involved with certain things. You take them from the police force. Take them from the, because what we are seeing now, this is terrible. The police is going too bad. Especially some of our brothers are really trying their best to remain professional in the wake of all of this. So the defense team decided that we wanted to get this done at a private hospital because these people get their reputation to keep. They will not go for money. Because they know that whatever report they come up, if it is challenged by their counterparts, and then they bring in another counterpart to them, a credible hospital too, they will be disgraced. And they don't want to do that. They would not want to do that. But people at JFK may not care whether anybody else will come and do examination, whatever it is, they believe that science can get different, all kinds of things. People don't care about their reputation anymore. So reputational damage is where in the private sector now. So the defense team decided to move on and say, look, we want it to a private hospital. So they took it to a private hospital. And they say AML or whatever like that. Yeah, AMR, something like that. Right down here. And the guys did their examination. When they did their examination, they found out exactly what the defense team had been pushing. They found out what the defense team had been pushing. And someone shared this and said, look, this is a tale of what? Torture. Stephen Brown was taken to Central. These are the tales of stuff, right? The investigation zeroed in on him because he was the security outside of Honorable Kofa's office. That's what he did. At the LMP basement, what they did, they wasted water. These are some of the things that will come up. At the LMP office, what they did, they wasted water on the floor and plugged an electrical wire in the water. So this is how people get electrocuted, right? So they will waste water on the floor. Then the electric wire, the first one, they will pour in the water, whatever water. So they decided to electrocute him. They threw him onto the floor and electrocuted him. The medical examination found this is coaching something that have already come. So whether they like it or not, they're going up, they come down, blah, blah, blah. There's a coaching thing that have come up. The medical examination found that as a result of this method, Stephen Brown right breast is permanently damaged. This is exactly what it is. Then, look, Aldrich as well. The tortures are just too much. These are testimonies that they are giving about people. So the reports went up. The court supposed to have its result already available because yesterday something radical. It's going to be available today. The government, as they would do, they decided to go to the hospital. They're not scared of their reputation. They're not scared. The guy's not scared. Whether people will think that they are rogue government, whether they can steal or whatever, they don't care. Last night, Gregory Coleman, the RG, 101, 102, 103, the Solicitor General, they all went to the hospital in an attempt to call on the people to change the result and manipulate the result because they believe that when that to come up, the government is losing its case. If you see, apparently, that there was nothing here today, maybe they're asking for time. Maybe they're asking for time. So that they can do further engagement to get the report. Or maybe the judge must have called the hospital and say, are you having the stuff ready? Because it's contingent upon that report that I will come up with my ruling. And maybe because of the terrorizing and torture, I'm telling you, people who must have gone to the and the hospital name may likely enter into our body politics for whatever reason. If they dare change anything, thank God we know why the hospital they told them to. Thank God we have an insight on what the result is supposed to be that we know already. If they dare change it, that hospital is done forever. You can never trust that hospital. You go there, they may likely kill you and change any kind of result. That will be the reputational damage on that hospital, and we are watching out for them. We are watching out for them. I've told you who all went there. These are the people that the kind of country we have here now, where you don't trust the system. They have damaged the public sector. There is no reputation. There is no ethics. There is no professionalism in the public sector anymore. They have now transitioned now to damage the private sector. The one that we trust so much and we believe that when you to go to a private hospital, confidentiality will be in tight. Your reports and everything, that is where ethics and everything is gathered. They are now going in the private sector now to damage that sector, and we're watching whether that hospital will be able to release that. We are watching. Because the whole capital building thing here is about accusing people before running after evidence. That's all they're being on. And we are watching our hospital. If any Liberian working at our hospital, just know, because if they dare try it for, then they just get ready. Let it try it. And here they be a hospital, I don't know the other family. How you will be a surgical man? You go to the, you see what all kind of terrible thing happening, because these are the people who were supporting Joseph Boaka doing that terrible things at our hospital, and they were there supporting Joseph Boaka. When patients go there, you see how God is exposing them. One of the surgical doctors went to a friend to give him just when he said something on me. The man gave the man wrong injection. He died at the ERW hospital. You know, when people choose to politicize everything and they leave their profession, that God is guarding them and using it to make sure that they stay off all of these things and be in the private sector, when they decide to politicize it, that how God can help them to damage their image. You see how ERW looks like now? Their own data that working there. They gave wrong something to the man died. A family member called me and said there was a series of meetings here yesterday, and the white woman came. The white woman who was there, she was blasting in front of the point and said, look, this thing you gave this man, that what led to this man's death, and they're not supposed to be so. They wanted to cover image. You see what's happening now? Because all of y'all want to, and we hope that hospital will not put a say inside. Because if that hospital is noted for manipulating results, there's nothing you can do in this country that we don't know. Because in your very hospitals, there are people there who are professionals that would not allow this country to be ruined. They are trying their best. Every sector you go in, they are trying their best. Even as damaging as public sector is, there are other professionals who are saying, "Maybe we are not happy with what's going on and will not allow the country to go down." They are there. The judge was supposed to pass on the defense team application today, only contingent upon the medical report. But that did not come from. Maybe the judge may have asked them, are you people ready? We failed to say, no, just give us time. Because these guys are torturing them. These guys are intimidating them. Why would the entire police force viewership and the entire justice ministry instead are just trash? And I'm so disappointed, I must admit. And somebody was laughing at me the last time. They said, AB, the last time when they named Oswald Toy, you were just celebrating it. In fact, You know me and the Joseph Boga government team. I'm very easy. But when they name some professional people and look at them, I always hail them and hold them by that because that's what I know them for. Until I can know you to be bad, I always look at every human being to be good. Until I can have my own experience that you are bad. Once I have no evidence of you being bad, and you are always demonstrated professionalism and who you are, that even if you're working in the workplace, I believe that you are going to uphold that value and respect I've had for you. And that institution is not going to change you. Unlike that, the justice minister is a serious disappointment. Coupled with the Solicitor General. That's my second time crying the Solicitor General's name. I remember when I was on Truth FM, I cried in, Serena Sifor's name on several occasions. And this is the other Solicitor General again. And we see, oh gosh, these people, they just there doing all kinds of things. No wonder people like Jenkins Scout, then they die in the street on dumb path. That the kind of thing that they were doing. That's why you see they died. Because after they left power, after power left them, because I can't say they left power because they will never leave power. It is power leaving them. Because there's a difference between you leaving power. When you are leaving power, that means you resign. But when power leave you, that means you are still holding on to it, but power says, leave me. It slipped off your hands. That's why Jenkins Scott then died on dumb path in this country. The way they treated people. Today, you are bravely not learning lesson for those things. And you think that you will run away from here and go to America to go live there, you lie. You will die an alien. You will put yourself in exile forever. You will forever remain a non-entity to this country. Nobody will respect you. You will be living but dead. That's what you want? Why did you come into public service anyway? Because after that is when you have to be celebrated. When people come to serve, people may not appreciate it. But after service, that's when you pass in the streets. That's when people pass in the streets. They are celebrating you. You feel so proud that after your service to country, that's why these military people you see in the military ranks, even if you are a private and you retired as a private, the current general in the army will see you in the street and proud to salute you because you serve with honor and distinction all through your period. You serve with honor and distinction. They will respect you because of your service to country. Even a general today will see you and then tell you, say, thank you for your service to your country. That's what people go into services for, to make an impact. It's not to make money, it's to make name. The issue of a public service is for name making. What name you can write? Everybody should write their name or signature on the Liberian flag that it is lifted, your name is lifted along. Everybody else who has an opportunity to serve in the public service, you must write and sign your name on the Liberian flag. For every time it's being lifted, your name is lifted along. That's why it ought to be. It's not to make money. You don't know those things? No wonder y'all say people like us, we stupid. Some of our family members are even in Saudi Arabia, and there's that, my gay there, or you knew something to it, and you want for them to find you a job. I said, to do what? So I'm sitting on the radio, the effort I'm exerting, is it not enough? If God comes times and I'm trying to go serve in government, I will serve with high honor and distinction. Because I want my name to be engraved into the Liberian flag, that when you're looking up, you see that AB, they all keep the flag here up today. AB then keep the flag up. You see the flag of Liberia today, when you look at the flag of Liberia, you tie it to George Weah. Because that's what he did. George Weah's name is written there. You go put your own name there too now. Joseph Walker's name can never be on our flag. Because there is nothing he has done that lifted the country. The flag, every time we are hosting it, every time we used to host it down the line, when we were in grade school, we were lifting it and telling us that as you are going to school today, before you can enter class, know that you are going to school to learn how to host this flag in your hands. Wherever you go, upon your graduation, remember that the flag will always be lifted. That's why we pledge our allegiance every time we went to school. Those flags were symbolic, but it meant something. I've pledged my allegiance to this flag and to the republic for which it stands. One nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. For every time we recited that, we go to the classroom. That was our pledge to the country. Because as I'm going to school, when I leave that school, when I'm working as an accountant, I want my flag to continue to be lifted. People shouldn't look down on my country. When I'm working as a medical doctor, I want for my flag to be lifted. Let people choose to say we are going to Liberia for medical services because Liberia has one of the best health programs. Let them come here. If I'm the teacher, let them say we are going to Liberia to send our children to Liberian school because Liberian school is one of the best areas that you get quality education. Today, we are flying and lifting Ghanaian flags. We want to send our children to Ghana. We want to send them to Nigeria. We want to send them to Ivory Coast. We are lifting up people's flags because they have lifted their flag so high to the extent that when you are in Liberia, you can see their flag. In Liberia, when you are there, you don't see the Liberian flag. You don't know it. You're just think everything is about money, money, money. The flag, you're tearing it down every day. Professional people, Gregory Coma, they are tearing this country down on a daily basis. You don't care to host the flag. You know what they call the flag of Liberia? You just overlook these things. I wonder what kind of school y'all went to. Because the kind of school we went to, these people taught us these things. And they didn't just teach us it, though. It went into our hearts. That's why you see some of us stating today, we prioritize service over benefits. Because service is that which will lift the flag. It is not your benefits. It is the services that you render that will lift the flag. Go ask some of your brothers and sisters who are in the military. They say the white people and they let them go to the battlefront. They like to see themselves be assigned by their country for their country to call them. They will be greeting their wives. Some of the movies that can be watching, that's a portraying of the people culture. They will be telling their wives, goodbye, I will be right back. You can't stop it. They love their children. They love their family. But they feel so proud that they are being called to service. That's the pride and dignity they carry. Though some of them may die, but they will die in the field, happy. That's the life that you have to live as Liberians. It's not about money. We kill our time, we come here. You think we're getting the millions? I see several of you, and you say, oh, AB, please try to help us get money. We don't get it. But the way we offer services to this country, it makes it appear like we have it all. Because it goes with passion. And we are very grateful to the Almighty God. You don't know it. You don't know it. You don't even know these things. Look at the police force. Why would they reduce our country to this? So you go before Indian men. The people get their own culture in their country. They know exactly what they do. You walk to them to degrade our country. Even for the fact that you even walk into them to degrade our country in our country uniform. And then you go to that Indian man or foreigner to reduce our flag to nothing. To say, please manipulate. Because in Liberia here, our medical practitioners, they can manipulate results. Because they, oh gosh, Jesus. Wow. You get no respect for yourself. You damage the image of the country like that. You walk into a foreigner to walk to him and say, change the result as a government. Change the result of this medical report. Change it. Gosh. Even that Indian man said it gives a different image. That man will say, you're the Indian in the country here. You pray the government will not go against you. Because the government is used for manipulating anything. If the government goes against you, they're able to get any evidence against you. They're even able to lie on you. Because that's why you're telling that foreigner. You are telling that foreigner that you're able to lie on people. That's the message you are sending to that foreigner. That's the message. You're not even thinking the repercussions. Sometimes when you want to do some things, you look at the repercussions and say, what would that thing mean if I were to even go there? What would be the implications? You ask yourself, what would be the implication? What does it imply? What message would it be saying? What would it portray to these people? I'm going to them to talk to them, Indian or foreigner, and tell you, say, change the result. So tomorrow, that Indian man walks up and put that up in the Indian community and say, look, in Liberia, just pray you don't go against the government because I'm a witness. There was a case they having against their own people. Those people manufacture result. They wanted any kind of result. They pressure us for it. So just pray that you shouldn't fall in trouble with them. Just pray that you shouldn't fall in trouble with them. They will manipulate result. Wait, man, Gregory. You see how you're tearing down the flag of Liberia? You see what you're doing? You can think. I don't know. Your level of comprehension. I don't know. We are not thinking. Say that one, we can go to foreigner. If our Liberian man, we can do our thing here. We'll keep it to ourselves. Foreigner, you know what kind of message we'll be sending to that man? If I would tell the man, say, we'll not do business with you again. And the man knows the request that we have made. What happened? What happened? You're just killing this country. You're destroying the flag of the country. There are certain people you don't go to reduce yourself to nothing. No matter how hungry you are. I was just talking recently and I was trying to hear about something. Then baby man told me, say, Abby, no, you can't go that level to that. And I say, yeah, okay, no problem. I'll take it. I will not. There's certain people you don't just go to. Because the implication, why are you portraying? You got to maintain some values and respect, though it may be tough. But you can't just do that. If among ourselves we can go and do this thing, let's do it. We can go to foreigner and tell and say, can't change medical result. How is that? What message are we sending to that foreigner who will be retired from here and goes back home? He carries that message about the country. See, the people came to me to bribe me to change result. So is that how Liberian people are capable of doing these kind of things? We can't trust their system. Why are you people like this? You're damaging yourself every day. You're destroying yourself every day. And that's the calamity we talk about. We'll have to go through it. But you just have to pray that some of you, it will pass over you. So we are waiting to get the reports from our hospital. You know, things leak in this country easily. That's one thing, because we don't have professional people in this country. The only reason why, let me tell you a reason why. You may think that some of the informations are leaking, and the people leaking it, they are not professional. No, they are professional. Some of the people are doing it to protect the image of the country. That's what I told you people. I'm a journalist, right? But do you know why I reached at this level? Because our country is in dire need of people like us. Why it is true that we are journalists? God will teach us another way and say, look, you will use that same microphone. You will do it in a specific way. You got to come down to save your country. It's not about hosting guests for them to come and say what they want to say. I've hosted guests, high-profile guests, ambassadors, and so forth. I've done all of those. God has passed me through. It's not a matter anymore to me. God has now transitioned me to a different level to say, look, we are looking for an age of people now who will beat senses into the heads of people. So you may think that I'm unprofessional. No, I am professional because I am going against these people. I know you expect that I will say that. No, I am a professional person. So the people at these hospitals or these security firms or security agencies and things that leaking out information, they are doing it to save the country. It's not that they are not professional. They believe that the people who want to hurt the country, they are not professional. And if we allow them to behave that way, it will hurt our very few. So as a result, to counter them, we'll go ahead of them and we'll give you some sensitive information. Though we're not supposed to do it, but we are doing it because when we're not to do it, there will be problem in this country. In law, there's something called attorney-client privilege. Right? In law, they get that one, but there's an exception to it. So what if your client went and told you in the attorney-client privilege, your client went and told you, say, I'm going to go kill that man. And you know about it. He confided in you and say, I'm going to go kill that man. And you know that when you don't go tell the police, they may go kill that man. It's not an issue about attorney-client privilege because you got to save life. You're already aware that our danger is about to unfold. That's an exception to it, the attorney-client privilege. So even the professionalism, you owe it to yourself to be a medical doctor, to keep results, to keep things confidential. But what if another bunch of people have now evaded and they want to damage that institution, the profession that you have held in high esteem? You have to leak it to expose them. It doesn't mean you're not professional. You are professional. You are preventing these unprofessional people from having their will because you want for your profession to be in tight. So we respect you for that. A bunch of people going in the night to go destroy this country. Just everything, money. They don't care about their name. Everyone, what we live for is our name. It is your name people will remember. Sometimes in our African tradition, Our father then used to be forcing our man or this, that, and then you will not born boy child for me because my child name, I want my name to stay. I want to fight for name. I want boy child. That child will carry my name. The girl child will take different person name business. Our part then divorce people, name business. Our part then go look for different women, name business, name. It's all the fought for name. We want our name to stay. Name. What's wrong with you people? Today you're not thinking about name, money. How is that? You're destroying this country. You don't care about your name? Gosh. You know, you guys will learn the hard way. People will not know what's unfolding. But God is teaching all of us a lesson. That this country is gone. But God is teaching because God is trying to transform the country. And for the country to be transformed, it must leave the other side. You know how snake is? They say snake, and they say snake can get old or whatever it can go. So I don't know. But they say the snake can take peeling or whatever it is so that it gets fresh again. Right? Good. So that's why. That's how God. So it must have a new look. Right? It must have a new look. For it to have a new look, it must go through cleansing. For it to have a new look. So that's why it is. So we are going through tough times now. Why are these people bringing the flag of Liberia down? Josh, we have fought through his whole life to lift the flag of Liberia. When he came politics again, he lifted the flag of Liberia. Today, these people who have been hurting this country over decades, they are tearing the flag down again. What is our problem? Why walk up to a foreigner to tell that foreigner that we Liberians, we are dirty people, we are terrible people, we can do anything, we are not normal? Why walk up to a foreigner with that kind of proposal, Gregory? Then what are you people doing? Why you many people don't know? Hey man, we couldn't just do it among ourselves to say no that Liberian people thing, but our thing we can't carry to any foreigner. That's also us can do our thing, but we can't carry us because what we'll do is we don't want people to know our problem us. Like some parents will do. They can say we like we want to each other, let's do it inside. We will not bring anybody in our problem. Because when we go there, people will think that we're not organized. So men will tell you, men and women, they say we can make our flower then here. Don't put any of your family inside. I don't want for them to know that we are disorganized. But they are fighting, they are there. But they don't want the image of that family, the name of that family to go out there, say, people who are passing each other, the other man, the woman, they don't even want to live together. No, you don't want that noise. So as a result, you keep it to yourself. Some women will say, I want to tell some people, but I don't want to do it because I don't want for your name to go out there. There are some women whom their men will do things to them. They don't want to tell their friends exactly what it is. When they ask them out there, they put good image out there, but they are men. But when they on the other side, then certainly you see, they will blast at each other with him. They say, I want to tell people outside. Because I don't want your name to go out there. They will still see us together. We want for them to respect us being together. Because the moment they know about it, yeah, and then they will say, I don't want them passing down there. Look at your whole name spoil. Even if you're eating chicken, you're riding car, whatever, your name spoil. And because of the name, that's why you preserve it. It's not that you're getting anything million in a family or in a relationship that why you're keeping it. No, you are keeping it because of the name. Name matters. Why you're reducing our country to nothing, Gregory? Look at what they did today. Let me transition down to the rape issue. Look at what they did today. You really want to take your time to listen to them? Should I play for you to listen to them? You want to listen to Gregory for true? You want to think that in this time and age, that policemen talking the thing and coming to come play so? The guy will play it just now. You want to think in this time and age that Solicitor General will talk the kind of thing then that they're talking so? You want to think in this kind of time and age that the gender ministry that's supposed to be protecting the rights of children will join the police in this time and age? You really want to believe that this is the Liberia we crave for? Jesus, you really listen to them. That the you will know that we are dumb. I know when you're listening to the thing now, because last night I was talking to you, they didn't get it. When you listen to the thing I'm about to play, the Gregory Commander voice that I'm about to play now as I speak. Those of you who want a red Twitter, what they call it, they will be jogo. They will be jogo. They will be that days down. You know, you all was saying those things, and we told you say. Now you will be ashamed. The Unity Party people, I know you're ashamed of yourself. You're very much ashamed. They play your because the thing I come play. It wouldn't prove that Bwaka just witch hunting people all over the place. He's not serious about anything. When it comes to your own, forget it. He's not a disciplinarian. But when it comes to other people's children, you know some parenting and do that thing. When it comes to other people's children, the way they can grab them, beat them, move from here. Why you don't want to go to bed soon? Get ready, go and clean the car. But when their own children do the same thing, they leave it. They are not disciplinarian on their own children. But when other people's children, they beat them, then you are not a disciplinarian. You are just heartless. You are just terrible. They grabbing toward them, fornati them, they jumping them, they putting them in jail. Even a little thing on them, they will carry police force. They sat down around Friends Afoko house for the whole night, wanted to arrest Friends Afoko to carry you to jail at all costs for no reason, nothing. They did all the terrible things. Today, that same police force, that same Solicitor General, the rest of the other people can't hear them speak today. We're about to play them. Hear them talking now. You see some of the things we can be talking. You should be ashamed of yourself now. These Unity Party people, I don't know. I mean, we say call your puppets. No, I will not say puppets. These Unity Party, the tiny one, you're listening to yourself now. You'll be ashamed of what you're about to hear. Because you see, all we in a country, when we're talking something, you'll go say that, our government have a you're gonna listen. You're ashamed. And I will play. You're listening to it, right? Oh, I'm playing it. You're not seeing it? Okay, let me go show you. All the calculations inside.
Immediately on here and we make the arrest. More so, we got only 48 hours to hold people. The mathematical calculation for legal detention gives us 48 hours. This is a delicate investigation. We have to make sure we certify all of the parameters to make sure we got things immediately on here and we make the arrest. More so, we got only 48 hours to hold people. The mathematical calculation for legal detention gives us 48 hours. This is a delicate investigation. We have to make sure we certify all of the parameters to make sure we got things right. If at any point in time we reach to a point where this team believe, okay, we got something to charge, immediately Mr. Maggie will be arrested. Look, let me tell you, I'm not care of a tattoo. He's not nothing else but another Liberian citizen who's privileged to serve in government. It doesn't make him better or give him any more privileges than anybody else here. As soon as it is established, as soon as we're able to pinpoint it down, he will be arrested. Nobody above the law in the country. Absolutely no one.
And so just to address the IG, let me say to you that this is not unprecedented. Many times that we had individuals who were suspects who were allowed to go home based on the fact that we have not come to the conclusion. So, but because, as you stated earlier, it's a public figure, that's why it has gained so much interest. But if you have many suspects who come forth because they're wearing public figures, so you really care to follow, these cases. But frankly speaking, we allow people to go home based on the fact that someone will sign for them, a lawyer will sign for them, pending the completion of the case. So this is not unprecedented.
Okay, from Africa.
Well, I think someone has asked my question, but I would like to also ask about the victim. Where is the victim currently?
The victim is currently in the custody of the Ministry of Gender for the father I will go. So in two ways, provide psychosocial support as a ministry. So for safety, the entity for people who are not bullied, or usually in this instance, the Ministry of Gender takes such person safe, so which is in our possession. And when the investigators request that she was even here today along with her father, she's in the building right now with her back. That's it.
Then, to how many cases have you treated in similar manner, in a dedicated manner, as the IG said?
Okay, so at the Ministry of Gender, we're going to have two roles to play, that is the psychosocial support and legal. So our legal unit established like a year ago, and with a set of numbers of lawyers. And what we do is to strengthen evidence gathering. So our participation in this investigation is to make sure that the keys, the dots are there where possible. Have discussion with the police investigators, making sure that what we need to gather to have probable cause to proceed. And we're going for prosecution, we can win it. And nobody go, to say this person is guilty.
But also understand that
we'll take
gender over the years,
I said, let me take one question from there, and then we'll get
I'm just saying that over the years, you have always been involved in the issue of whether survive. So this is not a strange one. We have so many cases that cannot survive.
Thank you, Aji. My name is Mary Jackson from Spoon. I think they started with a second woman, a day news, a week now, if not possible, or if possible, weeks now. When was the thing established? Where are we with these investigations? For 8 hours, we understand. Why are we requesting forensic investigations in the U.S. Embassy to bring? What is happening? What are we seeing?
This investigation that's ongoing, and in order for us to send a case to court that we can prosecute properly, we have to make sure we gather all of the pieces of evidence and make sure it is done right. That's why we're asking for assistance. We have our own limitations here, and when we reach it, we got to ask for help. I mean, it's an open secret. I mean, we can do so much and no more. We don't have access to forensic DNA investigation available right now in this country. So we definitely need help from outside. Look, let me tell you, that myth that being around in the country for people believing that when you got position in government, you're above the law, I think it's wrong. So you better start understanding that anybody who violated the law in this country, regardless of your position, will come for you, will warn you anywhere you get. So that people think it's a say, oh, because a minister, that's why nobody arresting you. Let there be established that he committed a crime. You'll see what happening. So, but listen.
That is complete trash. Sorry to say. You see, these are some of the things that make me to lose my cool, but I will not do it. Because Gregory, they will not change good people like us to bad. You listening to Gregory shamelessly, he's saying this. And I liken him and the rest of the other folks there to the Jenkins Cowden story. After this government, plenty of people will perish. If I were even working in this government or working in the police force or in communication, I would resign. I would just save myself and say I don't want to be involved with these kind of things because there's a future ahead of all of us. I would just tell them, say I'm going to do my different thing here and there because the embarrassment is too much. The disgrace, the humiliation, the embarrassment is too much. Could you imagine a rape issue we're talking about here? Go to the police stations. No probable cause, just an allegation. And then sent to the hospital. The hospital confirms, a special hospital, Bademo, confirms that indeed the child was tampered with. Forget it. You go straight on a police custody, nothing else. That's the law. That's the modus operandi. That is the procedure. What made this one different? That's what the Front Page Africa guy asked. What made this one different? They say, because you don't know about it, because there are several other cases that we can be treating like that, but because I don't know who the guy that's sitting with his shades on his face. I don't know who he is. I don't know most of their government officials. I wouldn't hear their names because I don't care to know them. I don't know who the guy with his shades on his face. I don't know. I think maybe from Justice. I would have saw my friend Zono there, and he's a lawyer. And I did. This is terrible. These guys are telling us. Do you know how many of our brothers who are beyond bars today they are listening to me in prison center just on mere allegation? Some of them spent 3 years, 4 years. Some of them are still there today. No prosecution. Because rape is not bailable. The moment they grab them, they put them in jail. You don't have to establish a probable cause before. Just suspects. Somebody just walk up some morning and say, AB did this. That's just all you need to do. Then they will send that person to the hospital. The hospital will tell and say, oh yeah, the person here, something to me. Then it's done. You are arrested. That's grounds for arrest. That Gregory then telling us today the kind of thing. Shamelessly, they are saying these kind of things. Could you imagine that? But you see, all of them get children. That's why the last time I was disappointed in the wife of Brian McGill. She had gone to attack the family the girl stays with, whom she called Anne, and said these people are doing terrible things. They want to spoil her husband's name. She knows exactly that when you come up to these kind of things, then you just put yourself outside. We know that you belong to the Pastor Bernard Church, and I know Pastor Bernard. The man will be prophesizing that Joseph Boaga will be the best president ever. right? Yeah, that a minute, and you're talking because when you come, I'm a UT United Pentecostal Church or something like that, no, who Peter Bena or something like that. Yeah, that a church that belongs to called Felicia McGill, something a name like that. I think she had 2 girls' children. One of them must have graduated recently from 12th. So we walk up to these people and we can see the connection. While Brian is not arrested yet, the pastor of the church is Braka's pastor. The wife in the church of Braka's pastor is one of the senior ranking member who's also very influential with money and whatever it is in that church. So she walks up to defend her husband's reputation. You can see why all of these things are going on. Because you could see it clearly and it will be shown that Brian McGay is going to spend his days in jail. Now, this wife does not want to see that happen. Everyone else is pulling any strings. That's why we are to where we are. That is why we are to where we are. this whole thing. What's happening in this country? What is really going on in this country? What is really going on in this country? And she went to the ministry last time attacking the family. Oh, you want to spell my husband's name? You want to do my husband? Then you bring yourself outside here. Oh, my husband never did the kind of thing. Madam, if you want to go into it, when you say that kind of thing outside, then there are other people who will come to counter that. Then they will tell you, no, you are lying. This thing has been your husband's behavior. You say you are aware of it. Or they say, I said George, and they say that the guy from the Justice Ministry. Gosh, this country. You know, there are some things that are happening. I don't normally let the talk inside anymore because they say the thing speaks for itself. Res est liquitor. And I always told you that Latin word. Res est liquitor. The thing speaks for itself. So as a result, I don't talk inside anymore. You know that you're very shame. So all the people who you know say, they probably can't juggle. They probably get ready, you can sack anybody. Once you are caught up, what they call it, you will sack you. And you're talking it, you're talking one year now. You're all talking that one, you're talking 1 year now. I'll tell you, if I'm not serious about anything. I told you people, Bwaka is not a serious president. Now today you're getting to know this one small you people. I mean, I'm the day. They can't job. They probably want to call you shaking on everybody, but they say you're just arresting people, suspending. I tell you, all these suspensions were blah. All the arrests that you saw him making here and there. Problem. There's nothing absolutely. And you know the terrible part of it, for which I want to concur that nothing will come out of the case. It is the state that's supposed to be prosecuting. And if the state say they get a case against Brangil, it's done. No private lawyer can pick it up to carry no. That is state. When the state not get issue, and you see them, they say they get anything. Forget about it. It's done. By the way, it's God. It's God. And for me, I don't get a problem with you. You're the unity party, but God will continue to vindicate us. Meaning, God will continue to clear our name. But we tell you that Bwaka is not correct. This old man is not serious. He was very unserious and yet wish wanting people grabbing for Fonati, then putting them in jail. Look at the kind of putting that they arrested and embarrassed like that. People like Fonati go father. They just grab them and just put them in jail. They do anything to them. And they say, well, we don't joke. The law is the law. No man is above the law. Bwaka Brian said it last time from Brian King. He said the law is the law. And now the law is the why a king to Brangay issue now the law is not the law. The rudiments have changed. The rules have changed. They are even trying. These people are terrible. These people who are supposed to be gathering evidence to make up case for government on a cogent note. When it comes to the assault case, they gather false evidence. When it comes to the rape case, they are destroying cogent evidence. Look at the kind of confused people you have. A key to the assault case, they're looking for false evidence. A key to a rape issue, they are destroying evidence. Then what kind of police force we get now? Because, oh gosh. When it comes to assault, false evidence. When it comes to race, they're destroying evidence. Anyway, let's get to the lines and interact with you. Me, I'm feeling my own now. I want to talk about things, I just go and sleep. Because God has already told me to say what I can say, and I'm done with it already. There's nothing else I can say again. Our mothers, we are sorry. Your daughters will be raped by government officials, and nothing will come from out of it. The message is clear. because the process they will have to go through is too much. Some of your children will just die from it. So just go find a place to hide. Let's get to the line and talk to this first caller, a mother. Hello, how are you doing?
Yes, for Joseph Day.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
Yeah, thank you very much, my brother, for the topic. Oh, God, we tell you thank you. We tell you thank you, but God, for you to expose the wicked people that in power. The people that brought 15 years civil war that we scatter, and the people that in power. See the thing when you're talking in a net, 4 person. They go there, to go tell the doctor to change the result. Oh, God, thank you. Thank you, Baba. You will continue to expose the people so that go to the pool that for the government. They will bow down with shame, and we will make a real decision for the country to be peaceful. We will be proud in our community. We will knock our chest. See, they want to tell you today. The mental but we get sufficient evidence. We get sufficient evidence. Time they will have another person coming to rape. They feel arresting a person, time the person is stopping. They say you don't get evidence, but oh God. God will punish the poor, my brother. God will punish them, and the people that voted for them, they're not able to talk because they are mockery and they are shame, and they disgrace with people that don't whatever day. And they say they are finished. My brother, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks, ma'am, for your contribution. Hello, how are you doing?
Good evening, Evan.
Yeah.
This is Kobo from Brooklyn.
All right, let's hear from you.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you. You know, these things they are inheriting, but the Bible says, whatever they sow, they shall reap. That case, the place where they make it from. Every evidence, that false evidence they bring against Copper, then God Himself will stand for their good. And then replicate, they just taking it for granted. We will protect with the mothers. We will not say that they happy. Our children, this time around, what when you born, you suffer on a child. At the end of the day, so when I all rusted, man, that kind of boss us. It can't work. We were down on the streets. We will protest. That man must face justice. He commit crime. Is that above the law? So that common people will just come and carry them free. They like them off. But when money goes away, then they go back there because it's on UPS. They go of that little girl and her parents. They will fight for her. You must say that they will cover everything. We will bring it on one by one. Thank you, Papa.
Thanks, ma'am, for your contribution. Our mothers are speaking. Hello, how are you doing?
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I did.
I thank God.
Thank you for the topic. The one I won't say, my name is Teresa calling for 16th Street. What I won't say, the hospital business we are discussing. There's a person who was with they were lecturing, the person had their phone in their hand, pretending that, they were on their phone, playing music or whatever.
Okay.
They told the man that they were getting 150,000 for him to cancel the report.
Wow.
Yes. So, and the person pretend that's my best friend, relative. So I will not call his name, I will not call his money.
Sure, just keep it, yeah.
So, that one, God would expose the author. So if that man do it, he even discuss that the man will make the man to leave the country. That's a plan that they're doing. So the budget pretend I see was lecturing then brought that thing on you telling him man. So I say, get it out. I have 10 lessons. Then the next one, like they make things they're talking also. Everybody knows what they're doing with the lecturing. They do it for medicine, for them to get promotion, or other things. But the God that will serve, their whole family, they will be useless. God will never bless them. Any job they're looking for, it will be powerless. And the next one, the day God bless the former person will come back. Every borrower, they must see everything because they will find means and they lose the election. They won't come back with the kind of thing. But we know, we'll be picking it up one by one.
Okay.
So thank you.
Thanks, ma'am, for your contribution. We appreciate that. Hello, how are you doing? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Mom, you have to lower the volume of that radio, please. Just reduce it.
Okay. Okay.
You got to try, please. Yeah, like I said, no.
Hello.
Yeah.
Try you.
Yeah, fine. Please go on.
Whatever.
Yeah, Ebi. Are you doing that? The last time I called you, I told you, I said, oh, lady call from the States. Say you should call and Game get it, the dates when Joseph was in his group, when he carried 40 human beings. So I know channel whatsoever. When he came by, he said the law is the law. You will give you the dates, you will play the something, you will see. Why they were in the father, they in one room and they were doing something. That's why I got to tell you about, but that for him, he will pay. There's a man, what they can rip. So you must not think because his children are here, so you must just play law. One day somebody will rape the son here, bro, and you will not believe it.
All right.
What happened to John will happen to Peter?
You're right, Mom. Thank you so much, Mommy, for your contribution. We appreciate that. Okay. We are getting there. And with God, all things are possible. And we'll certainly get there. So let's get on to this line, and then we can continue with more of these calls. Hello, how are you doing? Quickly. Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, let's hear from you quickly.
Yeah.
Okay.
My name is LP calling from Chicken Factory. You know, if you get irresponsible government in power, very, very useless people in power, what do you expect, AB? What do you expect for that type of government? Nothing, AB.
Okay.
Today, Graphic, come on, you embarrass people that run it. You put it in jail without no evidence. Today, you talk about evidence, Graphic. That's what I tell you. What the legacy you will leave that people will reward you, Graphic. What is legacy you will leave? Nothing. Today, you don't know you're happy. But I hope that one day, I pray God that you're happy to one of your family people. Then you will see the reaction, how you help. Today, the people family embarrassed. That nigga embarrassed. They put one nigga will feel happy until she get justice. Until that nigga get justice. Today, you're passing there running all of your today. You're dodging the case. You're not going to put him in jail. No problem, Gravis. They will not be in power forever. Today, do it. Do anybody want to do it, you welcome. You in power. You feel that you're being power for 100 years, Gravis. Go ahead. God will bless you for your good thing you're doing to other people. That family in tears. That's what you're going to do, girlfriend. You and your president get lazy to A. The entire government official study, nobody not going to pay attention to A. But I can tell you, thank you, may God bless Labiro.
Thanks, boss, for your contribution. We appreciate that, and we are certainly getting there. And like I always said, it's God, and with God, all things are possible. Hello, hello.
Yeah.
We're talking about the job. All right. When you marry and Kakela, you marry and you ever see any motion? Chose about that government. You can't say anything. Anyway, my name is here. I can see. So I'm not supposed to go back because we know him from the beginning. But the people that want to know him, they support him. But now, they want it.
Okay. Hey, Mom, you are off. Sorry. Let me get on to this mail line as well. Mail dominant line. Hello, how are you doing?
Well, hello?
Yeah, let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, this is J. Henry, your brother from Fennel.
Hey, now, long time. Let's hear from you, please.
Yeah, I just want to give a parable. People say blind, blah. So what they are doing, they are making the case bigger on them than as expected. I believe that the Americans can send their other clients or whatsoever to that particular hospital. So that I know that particular trick that they are playing, the other game they are trying to play, they already go against them. I just want to be thankful to God. You see, you can't have light from darkness. You can't do that. The truth is the truth.
You're right.
So this disgrace I already come upon them, and Kunadi Kufa, the honorable man, will be vindicated by the grace of God in his friend.
Certainly.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Certainly. Disgrace hunting them everywhere. When Uncle Fasa on a rape issue, so disgrace. I don't know how they're looking at themselves. Hello, how are you doing? Hello, I see that from you.
Hello, Eddie.
Yeah, Mama.
Mama, being from the taxation.
Let's hear from you quickly, please.
Yeah, Eddie, that the people, you know the president, I am right here. All the thing I want to was
on church people are free because Pastor will not listen to him. Because cannot take me, cannot he continue for me. Now the small thing continue for me. Anything is they say to him that is final. You want to tell me that woman are spending now over there. Now young today solo they read she can't want to take action. They follow two sending after that ministry. He can't go and take action because he's protecting John. That John will go. I'm going for private security way. But in doing putting it to themselves,
the parents are looking for support, man. Yeah, we don't want to embroil them with it. They have their own problems they are thinking about already. The way you see the government doing, so they are counting on support, and I think they are talking to people. And what are you doing? Yeah.
Yeah. My name is Ishmael Simon, company as Wycliffe, and I speak on Japan Freeway.
Yeah, let's hear from you, please, quickly.
The government irresponsible, or irresponsible government are what it does. Imagine the past government in Brazil we are. There are people in the United Party government who serving the committee of crime during George Weah regime. As a responsible government at the time, he held the people accountable to the law, and the people went to jail. The fervent United Party people, when they came to power, they freed the former Justice Minister Gora Mususka from jail. Queen Johnson committed a crime. She ran from place to place. But the people arrest her, they never arrest Queen Johnson. Queen Johnson passing all around her job. They gave Gora Mususka job. And today, an international American national who came and put on Jessica law in the country, he went to jail in George Weah government. The government came and free him and set him free to go back in America. The government only come to power to do the wrong thing. They not come to set a legacy. The government, their own thing that they're doing, it will hold them tomorrow. But we pray to God that in Brazil we are 2029, He will return to power, and anybody who think that they will stop 2029 election for George Weah, we will tell them that Lord will prepare for them and we will engage them. Thank you very much, AB.
Okay. Thank you. Fantastic. This woman. Hello, how you doing? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Good evening.
Yeah, let's hear from you quickly.
Yes. I would prefer calling you counsel than AD. This is Hussein Kel. I started the show religiously. So like I said this afternoon on Compton's show, on Stephen Compton, that I condemn any act of violence or sexual harassment that will be carried on by any Liberians against our sisters and daughters. That I condemn in a stronger term this afternoon on Stephen's show. And to re-emphasize, I do not support anybody who will sexually harass our daughters and our sisters. That is condemnable. But on the other side, AB, like I said this afternoon, we want to politicize this issue.
All right, thank you so much, Hussein. I don't take that from people.
Hello, AB Gossiwan, how you doing?
I don't take it. Sorry for calling you foolish.
Hello.
I don't take that foolishness. Sorry. Hello. Yeah, go ahead.
AB Gossiwan, thank you very much.
Yeah.
This is Siliki Korovan, commonly known as Neighbor Siliki. I'm praying for Morrissey for a motorcyclist. AB, let me tell you the truth. There's a Senegal government key to power will not last until the rapid business go in this country. Where are these people yesterday were demonstrating to demonstrate against the government? If they're going to have a job past minister, where are they today? You think they will be participant in this country? People say that in this country, can you imagine rape is a small thing in this country? So you want to tell me that every law that just Madam Ellison said he brought in power, so that black and try to erase it. It is very wrong. Maybe somebody 14-year-old child that he stay by the sky free, able to justify it. It is very wrong. If we not post something say, see Joseph by God say, we should have fast and pray for this country. Why would you have fast and pray this repatriate? How come that the state? It is very wrong. If bad enough stop this thing, if
country will be cursed, and the curse he will follow, we will not be cursed. It is very wrong. Everything that government put in hand, that's what see. Okay, up to now, the rapist get up.
Okay. You're right. Okay. Thank you, Kruman. Let me get on to this one and then we go. Ella, how are you doing? Let's hear from you. Quickly. No time. All right. So, folks, we are trying our best. And my brother will see how to cut you because for me, we here in this country and no one is more Liberian than anybody. So when you want to play fun, it's you who want to politicize it. We're talking about issue of law here. And you're talking about politics. When Eddie passed the rape law and made it non-bearable and said instantly did it XYZ so that we play urgency to it for deterrent purpose. Was she political? In passing it, he said, George, we had to pass this rape law. My brother, stop loading there, man. Posterity will judge you people. Let's hear from you quickly, man. Sisi.
Thank you, my son, for taking my call to this morning. Look, you say to who seek care, history will judge you, the AD just said. History will judge you. Our daughter are being raped by your minister in this government. That is the third person who seek care. You should be a shield of your government that you defend it today. Our children have been raped. Nothing coming about it. Look, in this community, some people that are found community because we poor my son AB. Today, our children behind bar. Our children is behind bar. The pastor one again, the boy of my fellow customer, the other one from yesterday, they carry Sobby. They want them to say, oh, it will finally get to this and what have you. Very big, history will judge you. What you do to the country, to the people of Liberia, you think you are doing the right thing. You behind your water. And you will die with him tomorrow. History will judge all of you. What you do to the country? See the right thing you're doing? Let's go ahead and see. But God will not let you to go free. Pay for everything you do for our country. You will pay for it. And you will see careful. You just have to be a little child. You know what you're doing? Something about my for the other side. Tell God for 3 weeks now. Nothing will come up about it. Then you talking about my for the other side things here. You showed up this one was great. I cannot believe for fire. Yes, today you are behind bar. You are behind bar. You want to be to the boy, not to go to the city. You see, it's not a right thing you are saying. Georgia, we are going to say to you. Let God bless you, Abby. We will talk for the country who will tell the truth. And walk here and say, but let the point will say the truth. Let us consider what they're doing. So George will think and he said government. We will try that tomorrow. Thank you. When I get money, we get the day, but we will go. We will tell the truth. And now people are sitting to like that result of what are people take. He says all the evidence of what happens when they go to the country that they shouldn't polarize this author. They shouldn't get evidence. Why you almost killed them. So they say, but when I put a result about keep the result around, go and pop, you go will not happy. It will not happy. And I put no, they will prevent that it's affected. They will not put it in the money, will not prepare in the money that you will take care of. But IG, go and change that tomorrow. You go ahead. We know all myself, but let's go be the and pop. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Okay, so here we go. Here we go, people. And of course, we hear this one here from Joe Cooper who says, a 14-year-old girl who doesn't even know how to take showers. It's correct. Someone is talking about politics. Quite terrible. We'll see, my brother, there's a future ahead of you, my brother. Not everything you got to speak to. There's some things you just keep silent. That's the modest thing to do. Better people say when it won't happen, what did you say? For them to say when it happened, why were you defending it? When there is a man to pray, there is a God to ransom. All right, folks, that's all the time we've got. So until we are back here, God's willing, on tomorrow, Thursday's edition of the show. I mean, Prince, I'm missing you. When I'm trying to send these things here and there, it's not working. And of course, we'll certainly get them, my brother. With God Almighty. There is a man to pray. There is a God to answer. He did not bring us this far to leave us. So we get in there. There is a man to pray. So I'll leave you with this one, people. Until we are back and you have a pleasant night. Bye-bye. You didn't bring me this far. My friends in the building.